終於重新掌櫃一屌！頂，怪得知大家聽唔到我講嘢。他媽的！好啊，屌我又要重新講翻頭先我嘅一啲説話仔，因為我頭先有撳串流噶嘛，即係你哋係睇到 Tommy 嗰段 MV 啊嘛，唉，操！唔緊要啊，我哋重新嚟一段感性嘅説話啦，我哋。咁我哋重新開始。咁我哋嘅作為香港人嘅2021年嘅新開始，咁第6日咧就他媽的地咁撚仆街啦，咁就已經我哋要面對住一個咁樣嘅強權嘅打壓。咁當然啦，都希望大家可以好好地堅持下去啦。咁因此我哋有今日嘅事咧，咁我哋作為香港人，咁我哋就即係我自己作為一個搞頻道，咁我做嘅嘢咧就同大家回顧翻呢一個2020年啦。咁主要集中翻喺香港啦。咁我哋為咗彌補，即係我知今次就明顯地我就用翻 Twitter 嚟 explain 嘅話咧，咁我哋就次次嘅直播咧涉及多翻啲英文啦，咁都希望一啲外國嘅朋友仔都可以睇到。咁所以咧，就我哋頭先嘅標題咧都已經更改為一個有英文嘅頻道啊。咁 now then we change to speak English 啦。And now I return back to the 1st of January 2020. Yeah. And now I gave what I have tweeted in Twitter and let all my audience to know what happened in Hong Kong. So now I notice all of you to share the life to your friends, whatever where they are or whatever who they are. Today, it is a good chance to let your friends around the world to know what happened to Hong Kong over 2020 and today. Yeah. Perfect. 搞掂。好啦，我哋差唔多正式入播啦。 而家應該碌到6月咯，而家 Twitter 嗰度。嚇？點解會停咗喺6月3號？黐線！佢停咗6月3號，又冇得再碌落去。但咦唔係喎，我呢個 account 係咪6月3先開？好似係喎，因為我呢一個 account，唉，算啦咁。好啦，啊真係咩？我呢個 account 6月3停嘅咩？得咁少人，好啦。唯有係咁啦，唯有係咁啦。好啊，咁唯有淨係去到6月3就冇咁樣。嚇大家係咪而家重新掌櫃嘅？今日係咁停嘅，係我個 WiFi 問題。Hello 啊，大家係咪仲聽到我講嘢咧？大家係咪仲見到我嘅存在？今日係咁停嘅，哇！今日唔係好掂喎個串流，係咁停我講啲咁重要嘅嘢，你個 YouTube 喺度停我嘅。雖然我覺得係串流問題啊，因為直播冇理由會俾 YouTube 咁樣監視住。唔緊要，我哋覺得差唔多啦，咁我就直接進來睇睇啦。不過等多一陣啊，我要諗下點樣開俾你哋睇。 俾多少少時間，熒幕輸出。Very perfect。大家俾多一陣時間，差唔多啦，好完美 ，fit 到喊出嚟，得啱係咁樣。咁搞笑咧！你直接咁樣幫我轉，打唔係已經變咗？好搞笑！你直接幫我變，屌啊！點解無啦啦幫我變翻？哇！好煩！做乜鳩啊？係喎，冇嘢啦，對唔住啊！搞着大家，唔好意思。等多一陣，我而家想將佢擺喺上前，但我記得唔係咁樣整。咁樣 fit 啱啊，係咁樣。係啊，咁我哋今日啦，咁我哋就回顧翻呢一個嘅形先啦。咁我哋由 Twitter 嚟睇咧，咁我哋就係由呢一個嘅黑人特洛伊德事件開始嘅。咁我哋黑人特洛伊德嘅呢一件事就喺當其時就關於一啲嘅種族歧視啊，咁喺裏面最大熱嘅問題就係講緊呢一個嘅 Black Lives Matter 咧，咁咧就話衰就同一啲嘅，唔係喎，大家係咪聽緊我講嘢？係應該聽到。咁就關於呢一啲嘅事情，咁就喺反修例活動當中啦，咁就話衰咧，就作為一個香港人咧，咁固之然一啲受打壓嘅問題，同一時間我哋都見到一啲嘅叫做警方嘅暴力行為啦。咁當然我哋就絕對明白咧，面對極權，我哋固然必須反抗嘅。咁咧，但係咧，當中咧最離譜就係咧，唔同嘅 香港嘅一啲 even 係藍絲嘅藝人咧，咁咧佢哋咧都不約而同地咧就跑出嚟咧，就喺度戇鳩鳩咧，就喺度點咧，即係喺度攞彩贈慶咧，就喺度咧扮撚晒嘢喺度話咧呢一啲咧黑人嘅平權問題，但係 unfortunately 咧，those artists although they urged about the Black Lives Matter, yes, they neglect the things happened in Hong Kong about the Hong Kong police brutality and those Hong Kong police rudely attacked and even they wanted to kill those Hong Kong teenagers. Yet those Hong Kong artists, they support the Hong Kong government that they did not share to the world what's really happened in Hong Kong, but they shared about the Black Lives Matter. So in Hong Kong, the teenagers and the protesters not really like those artists and what they did. So that's what happened about the Black Lives Matter, and then on the 4th of June, the things that happened is the Tiananmen marches, and it was the first time that lost 搞係咩？That the Hong Kong police did not allow that the Hong Kong people to join the mail. Yeah, that blocked the venue and did not allow the people to Congress to just what I want to say is that the Tiananmen Square marches and in fact it is really happened again in Hong Kong, and it is not only the history, it is the fact, and it happens again in Hong Kong over 2019 and 2020. So now we moved on to see some Hong Kong police brutality, and this video showed that the Hong Kong police, they pretend to be the Hong Kong protester, and you can see that they attacked the Hong Kong protester and even rudely to press them on the ground, and it really shows that they used the violence ways to use the violence way to do in the situation, to handle the situation. And after that, yeah, it's just some idiots that they said they don't want the piano. But yeah, it's just the idiot, and nothing to say much more. Let's not really have something to say. Yeah. Okay, now we move on to see some pressure from the China's secret police. And it is a video that a man, he's likely the China's secret police, and this man said that they have the legal power to carry out their duties in the territory. And their acts are so suspected, and therefore, yeah, actually those men tried to stalk the Hong Kong lawmakers, and although they finally failed to stalk Jeremy Tam, then we move on to see some video about Hong Kong. Yeah, maybe I give all of you to see this video. Alright, so it is a video to talk about that just some simple demand from the teenagers that they want the freedom in Hong Kong. Yes, they were they were being put a fact that they are the reals, and it is not really the truth. So we move on to see other big news. It is also like it's just a stupid police that's said about the Black Lives Matter. Yeah. And it's a video that some people was urged by the Hong Kong police that they maybe violence the national security law, and the police use the violence. That's the bullshit. Yeah, it's also another bullshit. And how come that's the Hong Kong police to do to the Hong Kong citizens? I think now's the time about the Hong Kongers to do what they can do in the indoor for some of the like assemble. So others like some of my own promotion. Yeah. Alright, so it says that some shopping malls they did some stuffs to let the Hong Kong citizens cannot assemble in their shopping malls. Moreover, we moved on to see the horrible national security law that's issued on 1st of July. And yeah, today things happen is also related to the national security law. So there has some bad news reported by other newspaper, and on 1st of July there are lots of protesters came out to they came out to urge for the freedom, and there has some crazy stuff that reported by the newspaper like a man that just shouts, "Glory to Liverpool." Yes, the Hong Kong police stopped and searched him for inciting Hong Kong independence. And also there are some horrible acts and videos show that the Hong Kong police that use the powerful water guns to shoot down, and this guy is not one of the protesters, and he's just the news reported, but the Hong Kong police used the water gun to shoot him down. Yeah, it's one of the full video shows the whole things that happened. That's not even the water gun, it's the water cannon. And how come that Hongkongers have to live under the horror of Hong Kong police and the Hong Kong government? And that's why many Hong Kongers said that it is guilty, not shit. It is the most unfortunate things that Hong Kongers have to be Hong Kongers. And yeah, but everyone has their mission to do. And I think that as a Hong Konger, that we have one thing to do is to survive and let our next generations to know the facts. Or really in Hong Kong. And also I think many Hong Kongers hope that the freedom and the glory to Hong Kong. And I think that it is all our hopes. Okay, then we move on to see this the other angle of the news reported, and there has some full version of the videos about the whole thing happened in the 1st of July. Sorry about that. No. And some petition in other countries, and there has loss of the national security law, like some people try to analyze, then there has the news reported that this thing is about the how to say in English, that the democracy, that they have their own path to choose who can join in the LECO to be the lawmakers. I'm not sure that what I said is correct. I think that's clearly tells what I have said. So it's clearly shows that the Hong Kong people, that they really want to change. They want to do some things to let the not even the parties like the democracy, but also some of the independent parties lawmaker as well. So there has some news like William said is violates the national security law, and it is illegal. And now today it comes true since the whole Hong Kong was controlled by the Communist Party China, and it is just the Democratic Party that they do something to let their supporters to choose who they want and who they want to give chance for the Hong Kongers to choose who they support and to become the one that can join in the LECO. Yet it was set to violate the national security law, and today is that you can see what has said by the Hong Kong police. So now to the 21st of July, it was reported by the one of the video by the RTHK, and yet on the start of 2021, that's now even the reporters, they cannot search for the car license secretly, since the new measure is that those people who search for the car license, that there has an email to alarm the car license holder, and it is definitely a measure that tries to stop the rest of the reporters. Yeah, that's mostly about it. And I think that's one of the important thing is the Save 12 HK youths, the Save 12 Hong Kong youths, right? And now only 2 of them, because due to their age, that they can sent back to Hong Kong. However, 10 of our friends, they are still in Shenzhen, and we hope to save them, and we urge other countries to help. And yes, other countries really did some help to try to save those 12 Hong Kongers. Yes, yeah, but the fact is that the China still imprisoned those 12 Hong Kong youths. So there has other news that reported the Apple Daily, that's 蘋果日報, that the Apple Daily was under the big searching from the Hong Kong police, and even some news article was being taken away by the Hong Kong police. So it was a big attack to the Apple Daily. It seems like the Hong Kong police try to put some pressure to the Apple Daily. That's like the Hong Kong police do not want or even they thought that the Apple Daily violates the national security law, since Apple Daily always reported the truth. And we all Hong Kongers really know that the Apple Daily reported the truth, and Hong Kong police and the Hong Kong government, they tries to did not allow others to set the truth, or those things that they don't want to allow others to say that affects their image. So it's a video. Sorry, it's just only the Cantonese subtitle, but it reports that the Hong Kong police in the start of the after the Apple Daily the day that the big searching of the Apple Daily, then the HK police tried to limit news, the companies of the newspaper and some other articles that they tries to limit those who can come to report or some cannot. How come that if you limit those newspaper to like who can come to report, then why don't you limit or you just give us what we can report? So after the things that happened in Hong Kong, there's some other stuff that happened in the Belarus and also the Bangkok, and we can see afterwards. It is a video that shows that the Belarus, like the in the video that the father is the originally is the one of the Belarus police, but he thought that those acts of the Belarus police did is wrong, and he is ashamed of. So, and what he did really gets our respect. Alright, so let's give you all a break. Alright, now we come back. Okay. So now there has some article that's reported like some daily newspaper. There's some the reporters was stalked by the secret police or even the Hong Kong police, and yes, the stalked by the secret police that those newspaper thing thought like those people might want to limit the press freedom. So now there has some news shows like the Zhi Choi, Chen King gives a big support to Hongkongers, although he is not in Hong Kong, but like Nathan know, those people are still gives the big support, whatever where they are, since they are still hongkonger. So now we move on. So there are still the news about the people around the world to give their support, to Hong Kong. And now there one of the article by the George How Won. Yes, he was imprisoned now. Yet he is a likely age with us, but they did or they put lots of efforts on the way to democracy in Hong Kong. Alright, there has some news about the tp and Lam Check thing. And this is a news article about the tp and Lam Check thing that's arrested by the Hong Kong police about the involving riot in the 21st of July in Yunnan attack. Yet, tp and Lam Check are the victims in fact, and all of us know what really happened in 21st of July. However, the Hong Kong police just arrest the victims, but not those really those who have to arrest. And now on the 28th of August, that's the biggest problem, or not really the problem, the issue. The biggest issue happened in Hong Kong is that the Save Child Hong Kong Youth things happened. Like, not actually, just two of our friends have already been released back to Hong Kong. However, others are still imprisoned in China, yet their family still cannot visit their kids. And on the last day of August, um, those people who came for the Prince Edward attack by the real police and another rude stuff that the Hong Kong police pushed a pregnant woman and I think yeah that's what really happened and the Hong Kong police yeah you see that the Hong Kong police still take their weapons and it's just a bullshit that the Hong Kong police can push on the pregnant woman. So there are other things happened in Hong Kong are crazy and rude. There's a young teenage was arrested by the Hong Kong police, and in fact she is just nervous. Yes, the Hong Kong police use this kind of as to stop the young teenage, and doubtless it's the fool or another angle. Yeah, you see that monster like a monster to catch their food and it's about the boycott Mulan and now Disney just lets the Mulan up to the Disney Plus but I think none of you have watched and I don't really want to watch. Okay, so every time, every day that we all want the 12 Hong Kong youths that can come back. Yes, the Hong Kong police are not shit. That's the China government did not allow or they just imprisoned them. And there has some short description about those 12 Hong Kong youths and here to let us to know them. So Li Yuhin, who is Andy Lee? Alright, so move on to days after October. Mostly there's still some of the news that urge the China to release the 12 Hong Kong youths. And there are still some. Okay, so back. So there have some news that the still like some captured by from the Hong Kong police to catch the Democratic Party's lawmakers. And in November, another big thing that is the American president, and although whatever now the result not we want, however now like the Biden are going to become the American president, although we know that although now today what happened in Hong Kong that arrested all the people that joined in the chosen by the Democratic Party, and Biden not even said any words about these things, and we know the truth is that we can only rely on ourselves if Biden becomes the president of America. Right, there has other issues about some. Most people are going to use their own ways to leave Hong Kong since they were said that they violate the national security law, and they just want to be safe and keeps on their ways to fight for freedom. And okay, after we reported all the things, then we said some good news. Alright, so you see there has the biggest news or the horrible news is that the pro-democracy politicians that were arrested. And yes, how come that's the democracy people party that they just want to make sure that they can get the 35 plus plan, but the Hong Kong police said they violate the national security law, and it is that's not even any parts that make sense. Okay, so it is likely the final pass, and friends or stay until now. So yeah. Okay, so now you can see me. 好啊，我轉翻 channel。咁好多謝睇到而家嘅人啦，咁就係我應承咗你哋應該睇緊呢條片，你會知點解我喺度會想介紹呢一支山狼嘅茶酒啦。咁你哋應該我諗我佔得起嘅，希望我佔得起呢條片。咁應該你哋之後會有條片係講點解要介紹奶茶㗎啦。咁呢一支係山狼㗎啦。咁應該喺唔同地方都有得賣嘅，咁就唔係植入式嚟嘅，因為我絕無收錢。咁就在此又希望大家嚟緊2021可以活得平安啦。咁就我諗呢一個都係最卑微嘅願望嚟㗎啦。咁就同一時間就希望自己嘅嚟緊呢一年啦，都可以咧就雖然咧喺2021咧咁就都正式踏入咗1000嘅訂閱㗎啦，咁就都好多謝大家啦。咁我係見到有同路人咧係有放其中一條片上去嘅，咁而嗰條片我諗大家都應該知係講緊邊一條㗎啦，咁就十分感謝。咁就好啦，咁就都差唔多啦。咁我就純粹簡單地講下究竟我覺得呢一支嘅茶酒點樣啦。咁就單純地，我覺得一個奶味就同我平時飲嘅奶茶差唔多。咁當然啦，我覺得茶酒就熱飲，我覺得會相對地開心啲嘅。咁我知山狼係有片係教你點樣將佢變熱飲嘅，咁就大家自行再睇翻，因為佢要有嗰部機嘅，即係你見人哋整嗰啲奶茶嗰啲咧，有嗰啲打泡嗰隻，咁好歉地我沒有啊。咁就到正式嚟到呢一度啊，差唔多啦。咁就其他嘅寄語嘅説話咧，咁我就再喺其他片度再一一咁樣同大家講啦。咁今次串流上面咁開頭都窒咗幾次啊，咁就希望下次會好翻少少咯。因為今次都有啲趕，因為我諗住係用我自己有部 Canon，因為我有拎翻條線過嚟呢邊，咁整唔切。好啊，咁就差不多啦。咁今次，咁我哋嚟緊2021年，咁希望就可以再進步更多啦。咁去到咩目標，咁就有勞大家啦。咁多謝大家一路嘅支持啦。咁希望1000仲可以再多啲啦。咁暫時期望係咁多先啦。咁就 都係下條片再同大家見面啦。咁就繼續飲奶茶慶祝啦。咁就拜拜。3、2、1。